Classroom management is not merely about maintaining order. It is a deliberate, proactive, and holistic approach to creating a safe, inclusive, and effective learning environment. At its core, effective classroom management is a manifestation of the teacher's leadership, pedagogical insight, emotional intelligence, and ability to build strong relationships with you. In this module, we explore the theoretical foundations, practical strategies, environmental design principles, and psychosocial dynamics that shape the classroom environment. We examine how discipline, engagement, equity, cultural responsiveness, and emotional climate impact your achievement and behavior. 9.1 Conceptualizing Classroom Management. Classroom management refers to the wide range of skills, techniques, strategies, and attitudes used by a preceptor to foster positive behavior, ensure smooth instructional delivery, and create a learning-conducive atmosphere. Key objectives of classroom management: promote your engagement, minimize disruptive behaviors, establish classroom routines and structure, maximize learning time, cultivate a respectful and inclusive climate. It includes behavioral management, instructional management, environmental design, relationship building, 9.2 theoretical frameworks, underlying classroom management, behaviorism, B.F. Skinner, focus on reinforcement and punishment, use of token economies, praise, and consequences. Social learning theory, Albert Bandura. Modeling behavior, peer influences and self-regulation emphasizes observational learning. Humanistic theory, Carl Rogers. Teacher-student empathy, respect, and personal growth. Emphasis on unconditional positive regard. Ecological systems. Theory, Bronfenbrenner, recognizes the broader environment's influence on student behavior. Classroom management as part of a nested system. Choice theory, William Glasser. Focus on internal motivation and need fulfillment. Students behave to meet 5 basic needs: survival, love, power, fun, and freedom. 9.3 Physical and psychological environment design. Creating a purposeful learning environment involves both physical space arrangement and psychological atmosphere. A. Physical environment, classroom layout, desks, lighting, acoustics, learning zones, reading corners, group workspaces, accessibility for students with disabilities, display of student work to build ownership. B. Psychological environment, sense of belonging and safety, encouragement of risk-taking and inquiry. Respect for cultural and linguistic diversity. Teacher expectations and emotional warmth. 9.4 Components of effective classroom management. 1. Clear rules and expectations. Co-constructed classroom norms. Consistent enforcement of rules. Developmentally appropriate guidelines. 2. Instructional planning and engagement. Well-structured lesson plans. Varied teaching strategies to maintain attention. Differentiated instruction to meet diverse needs. 3. Routine and procedures. Predictable structure and transitions. Beginning of day and end of day rituals. Clear protocols for group work, movement, and materials. 4. Behavioral management, positive reinforcement. Strategic use of consequences, conflict resolution techniques, restorative justice, peer mediation. 5. Teacher-student relationships, emotional support and trust. High expectations with warmth, active listening and empathy. 9.5. Strategies for preventive and responsive management. Preventive strategies. Establish rapport early use, icebreakers and inclusive practices. Build classroom community and shared ownership. Monitor proactively and circulate regularly. Responsive strategies. Address disruptions calmly and consistently. Use nonverbal cues and redirection. Implement restorative practices rather than punitive ones. Document behavior patterns for intervention. 9.6. Managing diversity and inclusion. In multicultural classrooms, effective management involves cultural competency and equity consciousness. Strategies include culturally responsive teaching, multilingual communication, bias-aware discipline, encouraging diverse perspectives. 9.7. Technology and classroom management. Technology can both support and complicate classroom management. Teachers must navigate digital distractions, smartphones, social media, virtual classroom norms, netiquette, digital conduct, learning management systems for monitoring engagement, EdTech tools for behavior tracking and student feedback. 9.8. Challenges in classroom management, student behavioral issues, e.g. defiance, disengagement, lack of administrative support, teacher burnout and emotional fatigue, inadequate training in trauma-informed practices, managing large class sizes or hybrid models, balancing authority with empathy. Summary: classroom management is a multi-layered discipline rooted in educational psychology, environmental design, and emotional intelligence. An effective preceptor creates a learning environment that is equitable, predictable, responsive, and relationship-driven. Classroom management is not about control, but about facilitating autonomy, respect, and purposeful engagement. In an evolving educational landscape, mastery of classroom management remains a hallmark of pedagogical excellence.